The Volcanic Caves is one of the first maps you'll explore, and it quickly sets an enclosed and dismal vibe. Here you'll sometimes have many hills to climb, lava pools to avoid, and steam vents to watch out for. The enemies you'll encounter here are part of the Draconian family. Some might look different from each other, but they're all kind of reptilian. The first thing you'll usually see are the Deegs, and they're just a small horned creature that tries to melee you. AoE them down as necessary. Next we have a few types of Humanoid Draconians. The Sil Deenian come equipped with a sword and a shield. With these, they can melee attack, block, and even have a jump attack. Get beside or behind them to get around that shield. Then there's the Sil Deenian, and these guys have a staff, which they can smack you with if you're close, or shoot orbs at you from range. The projectiles are slow, and so is the mob, so they're easy to take care of. Last of the Deenians are the regular Deenians, and they just simply heal. Moving on to our quadruped Draconians, we have the Nordeeran and the Fodran. Both of these attack by a jump or charge. However, the Nordeeran have a single horn on its chest, and once broken, it becomes kind of docile. The Fodran have two horns, and can also cast a shield on itself. And unlike the Nordeeran, they will not let up even when their horns are broken. The mini-boss you'll see here is the Catredran. Its moveset revolves around extending its body to bite you, spitting attacks, and slamming the ground with its tail. It can also burrow underground and pop back up, and also does enrage at low HP. Once you get its pattern down, it becomes very simple. Just wait for your chance and attack. Some of the darkers you might encounter here are the Krodha, the weakest of the darkers. Just step on those. Your usual Dagan variants, which are spider-like darkers, and just exterminate them as necessary. The Briardas, which lay Dagan eggs. Take them out when you can. And then we have an interesting one called the Carthago. It's a big and slow darker that can range you with lasers. When its arms or wings are covering its front, it can block a big % of the incoming damage. Always try to get behind it, stand on its platform and hit its back. And then we have the Arda, which is just a simple, weak flying darker that will charge you, and its weak spot is in the front. And lastly, we have the Voldragon, which is the final boss of the Expedition version of the Volcanic Caves. And it has 3 forms or stages it goes through, and will chain its attacks more aggressively in each as it changes. When it burrows underground, it will try to resurface from under you, and while doing so, it'll also change into its next form. And now for his attacks, he has a charge that he will use to get close to you, and the tail swipe if you get behind him. However, far away or not, he will use an attack where he stomps the ground with one of his front legs, and this will cause an explosion of lava to spring up from below you. Keep on the move to avoid this, and watch his front legs. Next, he can breathe fire in a few different ways. The first would be a medium-range flamethrower type. The next would be a medium to long-range fire blast that he can do multiple times in a row. Occasionally he will fly up and then try to land on you too. And it should be noted that in some phases you can even freeze his legs to make the fight much easier. In general, you should aim to do the following in each phase. In phase 1, attack the face and try to break the horns. In phase 2, try to break the off-colored spikes on the tail, as this will strip him of his armor and knock him down. There's also a horn on its back you can capitalize on at this time. And then in phase 3, again just like before, breaking the tail will remove his golden armor. Try to get this done before he starts using the fireballs though. And that's about it. Just rinse and repeat. And that's about it for this one. Take care.